Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today let's learn about how to manage states on React class components using DigitalOcean and coding as well. So first we need to understand what is state, right? A state in a JavaScript is that object that holds the information about the content component, allowing it to remember information between renders and the updated UI. So it is just like an object that holds the information about the component, what the properties, the data, the whatever the input is being given to the components, it's given through an object called class. That's we need to create today, and how we manage these classes in the React class components. Let's see it today with using DigitalOcean itself. Okay, it, it starts by creating a new project, and here the step one is creating a new project. You can see my previous video on creating this new project. I have created my own project, own new project. You can also start by creating it. Okay, so next thing is you can see here after creating the new project, this is how it looks, the app.js file. Open it and clean that file. So I have cleaned it, so nothing is there inside the app function. I think it's returning nothing. It's an empty tag. Okay, next thing they have done is rm source logo.svg. As we are not using the logo, so we are not really required this line, so erase it. Logo dot save it. If you don't do that, it won't attack, but it's better to remove the files as we are not using them. So rm this will remove this file, so instead of doing it, we can directly delete the file itself. Okay, what is the next step? Make directory source components, means we need to create a folder called components within source file. So create a folder named components within source. That's it. It creates components, and within components we need to create a folder called app. So create an folder called app within the components itself. So what is the next step? We need to move all the source files uh, to the app, which are in the name of app. So move this app.js to the app, and move this app.css into the okay. Ah, then move this app.test.js components itself, components bar app bar. Then it's good to go for the next step. In the source, create index.js. So within source we have index.js file. Open it, and here import app from dots component. As we change the path of the file, so we need to change the path of the file here also, otherwise it will pose an error for us. So rewrite the statement, import app from components bar app bar. It will take automatically, don't worry. So save it. Then this is all setup part. So now we are good to go with the setup part, and we are ready to manage the states. And now we should create the state and a component, and then we manage them. So building the components, next step is to build the components itself. So within components folder, create another folder called products. Let it be product, and then within product create a new file which is product.js. Product.js. Okay, with the in the product.js you need to copy paste this code, or else you can write the code if you Want to write the code, write it now. Due to time conservation, I will copy paste the code. You write the code and practice it. That will help you. So this is the code. Yeah, this is the code, and we'll add some CSS file into it. So create another file which is product.css. Yeah, this is the CSS file, and write the code into the file. Yes, that's it. So next thing, we need to import this into the app.js, right? So whatever we have written, we need to import it into app.js file. Okay, first thing is to import React from React, right? And the other thing is to import product. Yes, this is product. We have product file, and remove this empty tag, and as we have only one component, so nothing need of brackets here, directly written the product is here. The product is here. This works good without importing the React also, it goes good. And you can remove this line also because not a need in CSS file. So save it. So the terminal should be opened. So now npm start. Let us run and see how the output looks like. The output should be looking like this: a shopping cart with 0 total items and total items. There should be two buttons, add and remove, and this should be displayed as a output, right? Let's see what will be our output. Yeah, the same output is here. So both buttons are created now, and that is how we create components inside. That's how we build the components inside a React file, right? So now we need to set up a state for the components. So what is the state? You can read here what is the state. The state of a class is very special properties that controls the rendering of the page. When you change the state, React knows that the component is out of date and will automatically re-render. So state is used for controlling the component's properties. So when you change the state, it automatically re-renders the component and it will automatically change the everything in the component. So state is very important property of a component. So we manage the states to manage the components indirectly. So now let's start adding the states into our code, right? Open the product.js. Okay, open the product.js and add this state. Here we created a new state for the product component. For the product component, we created a new state, and that should be imported by using the this.state line. This is the code. You write the code and just copy paste it, right? Okay, that's good to go. Okay, now let's see the output. Okay, the output has no changes as of now because we created the empty state. We didn't pass anything onto our state. You can see here nothing is there in the state, just we have created a state. We have just begin the state, creating a state. So let's add the properties into it. So here you can see currency options within the state. When we create the state, we have created another one: currency options equals to minimum fraction digits 2 and maximum fraction digits 2. So this code, what it will do, let's see. Let's see by compiling it. So what that statement does with for our React file. Okay, so what should be the output? This should be the our output. Okay, still the buttons are not working. The output is the same. So what does that code do? Let's see. Setting state from a static value. So here the state has been begun now, but it has to be set up for the initial state and then it has to be used. Let's see how to set up it to initial stage and add more properties to it. So this is the code to set up the state what we have created. So write the code, save it. Okay, now the output should be a button should be working. Add, if you click on add, the item should be added up. One item should be added up with the total rupees of 5. So that means that that product costs 5 rupees. So as the output is here, the shopping cart changes to 1 and total rupees changes to 5, and so the output is correct. So have some let's have the same for remove button. We have added for the add button, right? So let's have it for the remove button. Okay, copy paste this content. So add for the remove button. So okay, this is the remove button and you should add the JSX content here. So so remove button on click, it should remove the whatever the added cart of is there. So let's check the output. Okay, this adds the button and this removes the total item. You can see here the shopping cart has become 0 total items, but the total cost is still the same. So that means our code is not up to the mark, right? So let's dig deep into it. Setting state using current state. Okay, what is setting state using current state is nothing but uh, we have initial state, right? Using that state, we'll set up another state and control the states using the initial state. That's what we call it as setting up the state. So we will add some more like some more products into it so that we can get uh, more properties, more understanding through the air, right? Okay, now copy paste this content. You better do it copy paste because you can get these emojis. Otherwise, it would be difficult to get those emojis. Okay, save it. You can now see those are still not being added up. Okay, okay, and there is still needs to be changed. The code still has to be changed. So copy this also. Sorry. Copy this part of the code. Copy and it has started from the render function and paste it on. Yes. Now you see the output. Yeah, these are being added. You can see remove button still not removing the total. You can see yeah, still not removing. Okay, let's see some more changes, some more properties being added up to these states so that it will correctly add up and remove the states. So okay, what are the changes they have done? Change these codes. So change the add state. Okay, that here is being a small difference. So we need to change this also. Change the same. Okay, now what should be the output? You can see here one item it's getting 4 rupee. Okay. Oh, now what is the change is that for ice cream it's getting added 4 rupees, and for donuts it's adding different rupees. So currency has been different for the different products. Okay, let me see in the output. So adding up of ice cream, adding 5 rupees, adding of donut, adding 2.5 rupees, and adding of watermelon, adding maybe 4.5 I think. Yeah, but removing is not removing the cost, but removing the items and removing overall all the items. Okay, okay, only currency being changed up now, right? Okay, let's see furthermore the code. So how can we improve this code? Okay, they have improved the remove property now. Same, let's improve the remove property. Okay, so okay, this is the change on click button also. Change it. Let's see how it will work now. So it's better if you go with this DigitalOcean platform. You can go get the codes and it can get the proper explanation why these codes are being written, why these states, how these states are being created. You can get everything. Better go with this digital platform itself. So now it's getting added. Yeah, it's correctly being added up. So let's check remove. Okay, it's removing the correct item, correct amount of the item, but number of item is getting 0, right? So, yeah, it's correctly removing the cost of the item, but not the item number. Okay, still the code needs to be improved. Yeah, no, it's maybe, yeah, let's add all three and remove from backend. Okay, it's correctly removing the items as well, but you can see here the cost. Okay, still the code needs to be improved. Yeah, okay, still it needs to be improved, right? Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, this is their output and we have seen the output whatever it comes. Okay, so you can see here this minor changes they have done in order to correct that code. Okay, let's do the same. So add, they have changed the add code, right? Add property code. So let's change it. Okay, get total has been changed. There was a mistake in getting the total amount, right? So get total has been changed. Change it. And this remove function has also been changed. Equally change the remove. Right, now it's good to go. Let's see the output. Now it's good to go, I think. Add. Okay, add and add. Remove. Yeah, remove. Yes, correct. Remove. Let me check randomly. Okay, remove. Yes, now it's good to go, guys. Yes, the perfect dashboard has been created using the stats set state. Okay, so what we have learned is of creating the state and how to manage that state, creating the components and how to manage that component uh, with the help of the state. These are like components. This product is a component, and these buttons are like components. These items are components. So controlling that components using the state is what we have learned. These are like state, and these are the states, and these are the properties of the state which controls that component. So that's what we have learned today. Understand the code, write the code if you want to practice the code instead of focusing on the code, focus on the concepts that will help you to learn. Thank you guys, thank you so much.